Sorry that the rain came in, but come on into the tent so that you can stay out of the rain into the dry. My name is Ben Mosley. I'm the president of the Homebuilders Association of Greenville. My paying job is with the Heirloom Companies. We're a designer of custom staircases here in the upstate for high-end custom homes throughout the southeast. Before I introduce the senators, let me tell you about the Homebuilders Association of Greenville. We represent more than 600 members in the upstate who make housing affordable and available for our community. You're familiar with some of our signature marketing programs like the Southern Home and Garden Show and the Upstate Parade of Homes. We also offer dozens of education and networking programs every year so our members can continue to better themselves professionally. What may be less familiar is our more important program, and that's advocacy. We lobby government to keep housing affordable, protect our industry, and protect your right to use our private property as guaranteed by our Constitution. A few years ago, we worked with Greenville County staff to ensure that townhomes received an appropriate level of review to ensure that walls between each unit were properly constructed to protect neighboring townhomes during a fire. And as it seems to happen all too often, an inch became a mile, and county staff began requiring an architect to seal those plans. They also began requiring more plans, including electrical, plumbing, and structural elements, and the review of those plans would take up to 4 months. The legislation of government we'll sign today makes clear that townhomes are single-family homes, which they are, and an architect does not need to be involved in designing them. We have two important senators who will speak to you today. Before I introduce one, let me tell you about the other. Senator Dwight Loftus represents South Carolina Senate District 6 here in Greenville County. Before winning a seat in the Senate, he was a member of the South Carolina House for more than 20 years. Senator Loftus is a longtime friend of the Homebuilders and has been honored with the Hammer and Trowel Award. Thank you, Senator Loftus, for your friendship, and thank you for co-sponsoring this legislation. I'd also like to introduce to you another senator, John Scott. Senator Scott represents Richland County and was a co-sponsor of this bill, as well as partnered with Senator Loftus to help shepherd it through the legislative process. Senator Scott is becoming one of the state's champions in housing affordability, and we are happy to welcome him here into Greenville today. Senator Scott, thank you for being here today.
Thank you so much to the governor, Lieutenant Governor, Senator Loftus, my colleague in the Senate, and to you, ladies and gentlemen, Homebuilders Association. I've spent 45 years of my life in the real estate industry, so the industry is no new thing for me. When I was approached by Steve Adams, who asked me would I come over and begin to do a lot more work with the Homebuilders Association, I said yes. He said, one of the bills I want you to sponsor, and of course Senator Loftus will be also the co-sponsor of the bill, is a bill to straighten out this townhouse mess. What do you mean? We're treating townhouses just like they are commercial properties. Architects are picking up fees they don't need to pick up, and those fees are being passed on to the homeowners. Of course, looking at South Carolina in terms of the shortage we have in housing, also in trying to streamline costs to build new houses for family, it just made more sense. The townhouses be treated like single-family dwellings. And so we spent a lot of time, and we talked with our colleagues. We were able to get that bill out in a record amount of time. We sent it across the hall. And of course, from there, 41 votes in the Senate, 98 in the House, it became law. But what Steve did not tell me today is that in order to get your bill signed, you got to follow the governor all the way to Greenville in the rain. Well, I'm glad to be here with y'all today, and I'm hoping that the changing this law will make a lot of families happy and save a lot of money as they buy, especially first-time home buyers, as they buy their new homes and move in. Thank you so kindly.
Well, thank you. It's a privilege to be here with you. It's a privilege to work with the homeowners. I've been fortunate enough and privileged enough to be in the legislature quite a while, and I thank the voters for doing that. I certainly enjoy it. Being down there a couple of years and and found myself on a committee that dealt with issues of construction, home builders issues, and that sort of thing. And I got acquainted with the home builders, and I've been actually working with them and for them ever since. And when I say I'm working for them, I'm really working for the consumer on the other end right there. And this piece of legislation, since I've been down there, I don't think there's been a legislative session that we haven't gone in and had to readdress a bill because of unintended consequences. And that is the case here. There was in the original legislation, there was mention of a detached structure, meaning like an individual house or one or two family structures. And it kind of put the townhouses in the group with apartments and all the other construction going on out there. And as has been mentioned, it just increased the cost for the consumer by several $1,000s. And so any way that we can make things more affordable for the homeowners, that's what we need to be doing. Home ownership is a key to the foundation of, it's part of the American dream. It gives us more stable neighborhoods and that sort of thing. So we want to protect that in every single way that we can. And so I'm glad to be co-sponsor of this. It was just a misinterpretation, and it happens quite often in the legislature after a bill is passed, and that's what happened in this case. So in our own county and other municipalities, this hopefully straightens out the question of not whether or not townhouses or single family units out there. So thank you, and I thank the governor for being here with us. And I'm going to let him speak right now, but I want to say thanks to our lieutenant governor, her home county here, and so we're glad to have her also. So Governor, I think you have a few words for us.
Thank you. Senator Loftus, and before that Representative Loftus, and before that something else, been in the business a long time, and he's always making improvements. I knew this was a big deal when they said that John Scott coming all the way from Columbia to be up here. But it is a big deal. The law's never settled. You always have to make things a little bit better. There's always something you forgot, the conditions change. So we're constantly trying to improve. But this is a big step forward for our state. We're in a position after going through the pandemic. We were doing very well before. Last year we had more people working than we did the year before that, and it was our highest number of people working in the state. But a lot of that is directly related to home building, Mark, Nix, as you well know. So this is a good thing, and I would encourage everyone here to never presume that we know everything, because we never do. If you see something that we can do to make life a little bit better for the people of this state, which is the best place in the whole world to live, work, and raise a family, let us know what it is, and we'll do it. And if there are questions, we'll answer them. If not, we'll go ahead and sign. Question? Okay. All right.